And we are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you 3 attacks out of Legends using Queen Charge Hydra, Queen Charge Flybrid. It's Queen Charge with regular dragons and dragon riders. I'm going to bring you 2 Town Hall 14 attacks and then 1 Town Hall 13 v Town Hall 14, all attacks out of Legends. So sit tight, buckle up, stay tuned, and enjoy the show. Okay, before we actually get into the attacks, I just want to make one thing clear. There's many ways to do this attack that I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you the way that I have found the most success, the easiest way to do this. I try to break the attack down into the simplest form so you can understand it and you can get those triples just like I'm getting. So let's go in and let's talk about what this army actually is. Okay, so the first thing that you want to talk about is let's talk about the army, and let's take a look at it. So we know, of course, the wall breakers. We know what the wall breakers are there for. With 3 loons, you know what the loons are there for. The loons are really there for Coco loons. Couple of wizards there for cleanup or helping with the funnel. The healers, you know the healers are for the queen. And then you got a baby dragon. You got some minions. Those are also for funneling, for helping with, pups or whatever. But if you look at the main part of this army, there's really only 7 total troops in this main army. You have 4 dragons, you have 3 dragon riders. So, now, that's not a lot of troops. And if you've used dragons before, you know that dragons are very slow. Now, of course, if you look down over at the spells, you can see that you do have a lot of rages to help out your dragons, to speed them up, to get your queen moving through. But this is what I'm doing. I am pretty much on a regular basis, I am starting off with my queen. I am getting her to go where I want her to go. And then after that, the secondary funnel, I use my king with the wizards, and then I back it up with the royal champ. And by doing that, I'm pretty much clearing a huge section of the base, trying to make a nice little tight little funnel for my dragons. Let's get into the attack and I'll try and explain what I'm doing. Okay, so here we are on this first base. If you look at this base, let's talk about what I did and why I wanted to do it. So for this, we're going to zoom. Well, no, we can't zoom in. We talked about in yesterday's video, we talked about the high priority items that you're supposed to get with a Queen Charge Lalo. We talked about in Carlton Clash's attack, in a Kill Squad Piggy attack, what you're looking for. So the question is, what are you looking for in a Queen Charge Hydra, Queen Charge Dragon Riders, Queen Charge Flybrid, whatever you want to call it. We're going to call it for the future, we're going to call it Flybrid. So what are the main things that you want to try and get? And the answer to that question is you want to get the scatter shots. So when I looked at this base, I'm looking at it, I see the 2 scatter shots are 2 different ways. One is that way, one is that way. So what did I do on this base? Well, I started out over here, let's zoom all the way in, and I started off on this base with my queen down over here. Now with my queen down over here, I'm going to be able to take care of 2 heroes. Now, of course, the king is not an important hero to take care of, but for my second part of my plan, it was important. So, Avi, what's your second part of your plan? Are you going to tell us, or are you just going to talk about it? Well, what I did was, again, I started my queen over here, and I took care of both heroes pretty easily. I'm really bad with using my headhunters, but when the heroes are right up close to my queen, I'm really great with the headhunters. So I was able to take out the two heroes without any problem whatsoever. So that was step 1. So step number 2 is getting the queen to walk down here, and I do that with the help of a baby dragon to create that funnel. That's going to make the funnel like that. The queen is going to have nowhere to go except for this way. I'm going to wall break her in over here like this, and this was far enough, this piece was far enough that as long as a Tesla did pop up over there, I knew my queen was going inside. Now, once my queen gets inside, if you notice, this is going to be taken care of, this is going to be taken care of. The king is going to be gone. I'm going to drop my king in. That king's going to go this way. Now, while that king is going this way, these are 2 very important things that Clash of Clans is funneling and tanking. My king is going to be acting as a tank for this defense, for this defense, for this defense. And I'm going to sneak my royal champion in right inside like this, and there's really not going to be too much that's going to be attacking the royal champ. And you'll notice that I'm going to end up clearing out this whole section. Oh, one thing I didn't say. Let's clear out the squigglies over here. Move over a little bit. My third wall breaker, I'm going to wall break my king in over here. This way, my king is going to go in, and between my king and my royal champ, everything is going to be taken care of. So that is step number 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it. Meanwhile, let's press that play button, and while this queen is doing her work, we'll talk about what the next step is. So I told you that I'm going to do one wall break here. I told you I'm going to do a second wall break over here. You notice I carry 3 wall breakers. Where is my third wall breaker going to go? Well, I really didn't care which way the wall breaker went, if the wall breaker went here or if the wall breaker went here. It did go over there. One important thing, let's do this. One important thing that I want to mention, I've seen it in my clan, I've seen people not taking advantage of it. You really, really should take advantage. When you have a little piece like this, your wall breakers love to go to a junction. So instead of deploying your wall breaker from here, deploy your wall breaker from the circle, not from the X. So there it is. Let's move back over to the king. The king is moving over. The royal champ is already in. The queen is moving around. The eagle's going down. One scatter shot's going to go down. I've already taken care of the royal champ. Now I'm taking care of the opposing queen. So pretty much all of the things that could really damage my dragons without them being able to protect themselves really all that well are going to be gone. The royal champ, the queen, the 2 scatter shots, all gone. So now what are we doing? So now if you notice, I'm going to have my third wall breaker is going to come here, and that's going to give my queen access to come around. There's my third wall breaker. Again, I did it from all the way back here, hoping it would go that way, but not a big deal. I did get that open, and I was able to take care of that, and my royal champ did take care of that last expo. Use your freeze spells to help out that royal champ to take out, stuff that she can't take out. If you think the royal champ can get more stuff, use your freeze spell. Now we got the dragons, the dragon riders going in. I could have used maybe I should have used the freeze earlier, or actually I probably shouldn't have actually even used the freeze at all. I should have just let my queen pop her ability, because why not? I got plenty of troops. Now, I should have, you're all going to say, leave it down in the comments, scream at me, Avi, why didn't you use a blimp on this one? I really don't like using blimps. I find there's so much more that you can get out of a stone slammer. I don't remember on this one if I didn't have a blimp, so I was forced to use a stone slammer, but I knew with all the troops that I had and with what I've taken out in this base, I knew I was going to get that down hole. So there it is. There's the triple. Queen takes care of it. Let's hit that fast forward button and move down into the next attack. There it is, finishing it off, moving through. Come on, guys. Take it out. Oops, wrong button, Avi. Take it out and finish that one. Let's see that army comp. Although I showed it to you before. There's the triple. There's the army comp. Let's move over to the next attack. And then the final one I'm going to show you a Legends attack, Town Hall 13 versus Town Hall 14. I'll show you a triple on that one to show you that once you get this pattern done, you can triple pretty much any base you want. Okay, so here we are on the next base. Now, if you look at this base, let's see if we can try and figure out what I wanted to do and why I wanted to do it. Well, let's zoom in a little bit. First of all, before we zoom in, let's take notice of where the important structures are for us to take out. You got this over here, you got one scatter over here, you got an eagle over here, you got a scatter over here. So those are your 3 scatter shots. So another thing that you want to look for when you're first trying to figure out where you're going to walk your queen is, always try and walk your queen in an easy place. Let your queen do some walking, let your queen do some traveling. If you got your queen moving and you got your king moving and you got your royal champ in the mix as well, you will be able to take out a lot of stuff. But keep that queen moving through the base. So let's talk about what we did over here. Over here, I'm going to start my queen down over here. And that's going to keep the queen moving up. And I want the queen to move over, so I got to make a funnel over here. And how am I going to make that funnel over here to get the queen to move in? I'm going to use a wizard. Just a single wizard over here. It's far enough away. My queen's going to be tanking. My little peck-a-dog, as somebody said today in stream, is going to be tanking. So now we know that my queen has the ability to move up. How do I keep my queen from moving that way? Because we want her to move in. That's where we want her to move. I want to get a wall break here. I got a wall break here as well because I really, really didn't need my wall breakers after that. So just in case, I wanted to give the queen access to be able to get that expo. But I made sure to get this one open first. But just in case my queen was going to get hung up on a wall. So like we said, I'm going to use my king over here. Now my king is going to continue to walk this way. And my royal champ is going to step up and try and help out like that. That's my royal champ is going to go inside like that. My queen's going to go in here. And if once you see how this plays out, everything from here is all going to be taken out. I'm leaving just a nice little L shape. If you go back and you look at the last attack, also we left an L shape for the dragons. You want a nice tight thin funnel. Again, that word is funnel, funnel, funnel. So what do? Once my king goes in, once the CC comes out, everything's been taken care of. I'm going to drop my dragons in like this. Once again, Avi decides to use the Stone Slammer. I just love the Stone Slammer. It gives you so much more than a blimp can give you. And I've had so many times when you have a blimp fail because of tornado. I just don't trust them all that much. But I love my Stone Slammer, but you should use the blimp. The blimp is very, very helpful in this attack. Next video, I'm trying to make sure to get one in there. I'm not sure if the Town Hall 13v14 has a blimp or not. Meanwhile, let's get rid of this. Let's start this attack up so we can show you that Town Hall 13v14 attack. Let's watch Lorena in action over there. So we got the queen, and again, the point is to get this queen to move up. So if you notice, you want to get your timing down right to get her moving. Also, you want to make sure that your queen is low on health before you put the healers on her. Otherwise, your king's going to start taking those healers. I got the queen moving in. There's nothing else. It could possibly go here. So I managed to get that wall break exactly what I needed. And I want the queen to move up. So I bring my royal champ in to sit there and make that funnel for the queen to move up. There's my next wall breaker because I thought that if my queen went like this, I thought that she might continue to go in, and I wanted her to at least get that expo, and then, you know, I didn't know what would happen after that, but there's what's going on. Now, if you notice up on top, I have the Royal Champ is dealing with the Lava Hound, which is not all that great. Again, I dropped my Headhunter, and hey, look at that. The Headhunter actually did some damage to that king. The Royal Champ, I guess it's good. The Royal Champ took care of the CC for me, enabled the queen to be able to do her thing. Gonna rage her up probably one more time as she goes into the double expo multi area over there, and then you just want to start dropping your dragons. Notice the time, there's a minute 43 left in this attack. You want to really give, like, a minute 45 is really, really good for your dragons to sit there and clear like a good 60% of the base. Now, if you notice, I still have 3 freeze spells. Now, where am I going to use them? Well, we said the scatter shot is always a really rough one. I bring my Stone Slammer in, it's helping out, clearing some defenses, and I'm using my freezes to sit there and freeze. I'm freezing the single target Inferno. Really the reason why I froze that single target Inferno was because there were a lot of storages around there. So I knew my troops would be there for a long time. So I wanted to give them a shot. There's the freeze that's going on the scatter shot. I knew I didn't have to save a freeze for the Town Hall because I did have that warden ability. And now the troops are moving in. I got the queen in that warden ability also. She's going to help out with the Town Hall kill. Troops are going to move through. I do have one invisibility spell left, which I'm going to use. I think I dropped it right after right in front of the AD. They're able to take care of that AD and still hide them from that single target Inferno. The dragons are coming along with the Dragon Rider, more dragons, and the wizard, and the minions, and another dragon. I got 3 dragons left on this base, so really I lost 1 dragon on this base. It's a really, really powerful attack. If you could manage to take out those priorities, you will be able to triple. And to prove that, on my next attack I'm going to show you is going to be a Town Hall 13. My Town Hall 13 that's sitting in Legends versus a Town Hall 14, getting the triple. And this was a Town Hall 14 that was a max Town Hall 14. Well, we'll see how max it is. You guys be the judge on how max it is. Let's hit that double speed, finish up the attack, see the army comp, and let's move over to that last attack, Town Hall 13v14 at Legends. Okay, so here we are on the last base. This is my Town Hall 13 that's up in Legends, going up against this Town Hall 14, and it is pretty much, you know, it's decently maxed. I don't know what you want to say. Leave me a comment down below. At a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being completely maxed, 1 being not maxed at all, let me know for this attack. Again, walls don't count because they just fly anyway, and I'm using super wall breakers anyway. So let me know, based on the defenses, scale of 1 to 10, how progressed do you think this base is? But let's talk about the plan. Well, before we talk about the plan, we have to look to see where the troublesome areas are. Well, we see a troublesome area over here. Here's a scatter shot. There's a scatter shot. There's a queen. Where's the Royal Champ? Royal Champ is all the way down over here. Multi-Inferno, Expos. I mean, everything's like right around, if you notice, it's right around in this area. So that's the area I wanted to try and get my queen in. But you don't want to get her into the, like, a heavy area. You want to ease her in. And this was a very good area to ease in, because if you notice, I have the second, what do you call it? The second scatter shot, I won't be in range if I come down this way. I won't be in range of both of them at the same time. But now let's talk about what the plan is. Well, I'm going to start my queen over here. I'm going to start my king over here. I'm going to drop 2 wizards over here. That's going to keep my king moving down, and it's going to keep my queen in this area over here. Again, I want to funnel my queen into this area. This is where I want to get my queen. This is the funnel for my queen, where I want to funnel my queen. So I'm using my king. My king's going to go down. The wizards are going to keep on pushing the king down, and the king's going to push the queen into this way. So I hope you understand what I just did over there. So there's that. So now what do I want to do? I'm going to send my first wall. So again, queen's over here, king's over here, wall break here, wall break here, wall break here. Rage this queen up. Let's back out a little bit over here. Actually, let's press that play button so we can play this. Let's back out, press that play button. So you see the queen's going to go down. Again, you always want to try and figure out how you could funnel the queen, how you could funnel the king. So if you notice on this one, how many funnels am I making here? Well, I'm making a funnel for my queen. I'm making a queen funnel, and I'm making a king funnel. Those are 2 different funnels that I'm making for my queen. Again, I want my queen to go in, and I want to keep that queen moving down, so my king is going to continue to keep that king down. That's all that's happening over here. Once I know that my queen is going to accept the healers, I then drop the healers. I drop a rage real quickly on her, but not quick enough. I did have to use my ability. So I used my ability, but I did take out the queen, took out a multi, and now I see where I'm going. So I'm going to drop my Royal Champion like this to make sure I start taking care of all these defenses that are over there. I want to drop my dragons in this way and have them sweep down around the base like that. So now look at the queen up top over here. Queen is moving in. I'm keeping her raged up. Royal Champ is sitting there, and she's doing work over there. She's taking care of some loose structures around there. Not anything in particular that's going to really hurt the dragons, but she's dealing with a lot of trash. Now, again, over here I had a lot of stuff that's going to be on me. I have that Warden, I have an Expo, I have a Scatter Shot, and I have a multi, and the Eagle is firing shots at my dragons. I chose to freeze the Royal Champ. I'm not sure if I chose properly. Let me know in the comments down below where you would have freezed that freeze for the cleanup over there. But as you can see, they are moving through, and once again, Avi decides to use a Stone Slammer. I love the Stone Slammer. I don't know how a person could really give up that Stone Slammer. I know sometimes when things go bad, you gotta use that blimp. But I love the Stone Slammer. Look how much work it's doing over there. So troops are now moving through, dragons, dragon riders with the Stone Slammer. I throw those headhunters out there. I let the Stone Slammer pop. Warden moves in, and I get everybody in the ability. Queen is holding on for her dear, dear life. She's just holding on. I got a couple of Coco Loons. I threw them in, threw those minions down, and that is pretty much it. Let's double speed, quadruple speed through the end of this attack. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this attack. Maybe, you know what, you guys could do me a favor. I'm getting a little tired of doing this. I want to do something else, but my problem is that I got to do something with the queen walk. I love queen walking. So leave me a comment down below for all the things that we discussed already, and maybe leave me a comment about this also. If there's something in particular that you want to see, or something that you want to challenge me with, some sort of queen walk something. And don't say queen walk barge. We're not doing pre-walk barge. That's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you're hitting that like button. If you haven't done so already, hit that sub button. And don't forget to comment down below and turn on notifications so you never miss when a video goes live. And until the next video, have a super great day.